We've been here so many times, and you still stand in awe at the size of this place. We're at AT&T Stadium. Welcome to Arlington, Texas. Greg Zuerlein out for the opening kick. And off we go from Dallas. Short kick here, fielded at the 17. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10.
Here we go.
It's the first carry for the Auburn rookie. That one goes for 25 yards. And that's good for a Cowboys first down.
So all they needed to see right there before the snap. Defense way overcommitted to stopping the quick pass. Became really easy to hand it off and watch that running back do the rest.
One play in, and this drive is already into enemy territory.
Hey, 47. 26.
Dak out of the pistol. It's caught. Ferguson. Give him an even 10 yards on the play. And it'll be first down, Dallas.
I love throwing on first down. And when you see a first down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
Markers reset. Ball at the 37.
Yeah, here we go. Here we go, 47. 26.
Here's a give up the middle. And the plunge up the gut yields nothing there. No progress on first down, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10.
I know these D-ends love to get to the quarterback. I know that sacks many times equals a bigger payday. But doing the dirty work, playing the run well, that's what the best of the ends do in this league.
Second and 10, need to get some positive yardage here.
Yeah, here we go. I take 26.
Another carry for him. And he takes it inside the 35 before heading out. They get about 4 there, need a little more than that now on 3rd and 6.
When you don't have great success on first down, Kate, it's a little bit like a hitter in baseball falling behind in the count. And all you want to do as a hitter is get back to a fighting chance. Give yourself a better count. That play, well, it does the same here. Now a much more manageable and opportune 3rd down situation.
Wideouts getting involved in the ground game. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
Biggest difference in the college NFL game, we know this, Kate, it's matchups. Right, that college game, so much more space with the wide hash marks. Not so much in the NFL. You've got to cultivate one-on-ones, cultivate matchups. Using the receiver as a runner, that was a matchup successful for this offense.
And they've got themselves another 1st and 10.
47. Yeah! 47. 26.
First down, here's Dak. Headed out right. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be 2nd down.
He did exactly what he was supposed to do on that play. Felt the pressure and escapes the pocket. After that, it's on somebody downfield to get open and give him a target. No one did, and he simply has to get rid of it.
Here we go. 26.
They'll run now on 2nd down. He finds space for a few yards that time. Quincy Williams making the tackle. Give him 3 that time. That's going to bring up 3rd and 7.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Let's see what they draw up on a 3rd and 7.
Yeah! take.
Back-to-back carries here. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance. You'd expect him to make most of those attempts from this distance, but it's never a lot. So they'll happily take this and finish off the drive with points.
Aubrey now to kick this one away. To return this, Marcus Jones. Oh, he's showing some burst on this return. And it's a nice return here. They'll tackle him shy of the 35. Here's 1st and 10 from the 34.
Don't jump. Ready? Right.
Shotgun snap to Fields. Finds him over the middle. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
And he'll take it past the midfield stripe and start the push into Cowboys territory. A nice 6-yard pickup. They're going to have 2nd and 4.
Let's go. Here we go. Go.
Fields out of the gun. Has him on the quick hitter. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. They got 24 yards on the play. And it'll give the Jets a 1st down.
Go. Here we go, son.
Shotgun handoff for Allen. And that's a huge hit there, but he's still able to power through enough for a 1st and goal.
Some backs are easier to tackle than others. Some, well, they just choose violence. They look for those opportunities to bust through tackles and keep those legs pumping.
Here we go. Right.
Going to the ground again on 1st. And that carry only nets 1 on the plunge up the gut.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
And he got it real close, but stopped just about a yard or so shy of that 1st down. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. Right back to Allen. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
It's after plays like these, Kate, I love to study the body language. What is that offense doing after getting stuffed inside on a run like that? And more importantly, how much does it energize that defense?
Bass's kick is good. And we're all tied up now in the 1st half.
In that close, kicks have to be automatic. That won't stop the head coach, though, from holding his breath for a couple seconds until he sees it's up and good.
Zuerlein has it all teed up and ready to send it away. The return starts at the 18. His return reaches that 34-yard line before he stopped. Chance here for one final play before the end of the quarter.
Yeah!
They'll run here on 1st down. And they'll bring him down to put an end to this opening quarter. We're a quarter of the way through on this chilly winter afternoon. Both teams neck and neck so far. Back to AT&T Stadium in just a moment. Second quarter all set to begin, and it'll be Cowboys football. They're looking at 1st down here. Now Dak to throw. Short pass brought in. And they're going to bring him down at the 36. He goes as a gain of 19 yards. And that's good for a Cowboys 1st down.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
First down, ball at the 36.
Yeah, Billy. What do you think?
To throw, Prescott. He's on the move. He just throws this one away.
Well, discretion, the better part of valor in a lot of cases. Rather than force something with no one open and risk a turnover, he wisely just threw it away.
So after the incompletion, here comes the second down call.
What do you think?
Dak off the play fake. Buying some time right. Ferguson there to bring it in. And he runs this to the 25 before being brought down. Give him 11 yards, Brock, and a fresh set of downs.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the defender can cover him.
Ferguson's got it, complete. And they bring him down at the 18-yard line.
That wasn't going anywhere else on that play. It's one of the ones called specifically for the tight end because they know he's able to get a good release off that play action, and then he gets himself in space to do some damage.
Hey, kill. Yeah.
Off the play fake, hits Prescott. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes him back. Third down coming up.
You get into the red zone and every detail matters. It matters on the whole 100 yards. But, Kate, once you get inside this red zone, it is so critical. And let's tip our cap to the defense on the details, creating that sack.
Here we go. I take. Then we're going to 53. Here we go, 47. What do you think?
Prescott now on third down. Complete beyond the marker. And he's brought down inside the 10 at the 9. Working quickly here. They'll try and punch it in. And he only gets this one down to the 9. Give him just 1 yard, I think, on the run. Still some work to do here on second and goal.
Okay, all right. There's a little progress on first and goal. You keep it safe, you push a little closer, and now you're set up for what you want to do on second down.
Touchdown, Dallas! Brandon Aubrey now on for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Cowboys break that tie and now lead by 7. Aubrey now to kick this one away. Has this at the 6. He stopped on the return at the 27.
The Jets take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
They'll get this drive started. First and 10.
Line up. Here we go. Chip Smith. Up. Right.
Out of the shotgun, Fields. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
Making it harder than it needs to be right there. Just get the catch first. Guarantee some yards. And then worry about escaping the defenders and getting upfield.
Here we go, son. Easy. Right.
Throwing again on second down. Fields. Cut out left. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first. New slated downs to approach here from the 40.
Here we go.
On first and 10, it's Fields. This one falls incomplete. Garrett Wilson, the intended receiver. And we'll see what they do here on second down.
Here we go, son.
Off play action, it's Fields. Vacates quickly left side. Connects on the crosser. And he's taken down directly on that 43-yard line. It's a gain of 17 on that one. And it's good enough for a New York first down.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. And a lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
Here we go. Say hi.
Fields on first down. Brought in right side. And he's able to get this down to the 36.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on first down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for second down. In the third and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
And they haul him down just a foot or two shy of the red zone. The Jets take their first time out. And they can take a moment to try to build more momentum after getting that first.
Don't jump. Ready? Up. Go.
Another throw for Fields. Running in the red zone. And he's going to be tackled, but still all the way down to the 6.
Hurry up.
Jets moving quickly, trying to get the offense set. A give to Allen out of the shotgun. Is in. Touchdown, New York. The Jets earn the chance to tie it before halftime. Braylon Allen, the touchdown. Point after converted by Zerline. And the Jets tie things 10-10. Zerline has it all teed up and ready to send it away. This is taken in at the 13. The tackle's made, so this drive will begin at the 34-yard line. Offense ready to begin this drive. First and 10.
Here we go. Go to 54. Go to 26.
Prescott here from the gun. That's complete to the sideline. Not a ton of room, but he does get the feet down.
Kate, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. But one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
26.
From the 36. Escapes the pocket. He wisely avoids contact, sliding down there, and that played good enough for a first. The Cowboys signaling for their first time out. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Ball on the 45, first and 10.
Yeah.
Now a give left side. And he's not able to get much, but does have it across the 45.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
Yeah. Here we go. Hey, take. Here we go. 46. Hey, kill. 26.
Play action, Prescott. Hits his running back. And that will not be enough for a first down. Third down, 1 yard to go. And he spikes it just before we hit 0, so they've got a chance now to add 3 here before we break on a long field goal attempt. So fourth down brings out Brandon Aubrey to try for the Cowboys field goal. He was good on his first kick. Gonna need to hit this one well to go 2 for 2. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. We've reached the midway point of this contest. 2 quarters down, and an exciting 2 to go. The NFL on EA Sports returns after this. Back from the break, I'm Kate Scott, joined by Brock Heward, and we are just moments away from the beginning of our second half. Aubrey now to kick this one away. On the return, here's Jones. They'll bottle him up as he gets the return to the 30.
Well, that's exactly the way you want to come out of the locker room to begin the second half. And really, Kate, this third phase of the game, the special teams, you just see the boost and the energy they can give to their team when they deliver a nice return to start this second half.
And he's able to power this forward, but they stop him after 2 yards. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down.
Here we go.
From the 32. Buys time, rolling right. Oh, look at this. Here he goes. And he's going to get this up close to the 40 before going out.
Well, you don't get the first down, but I'll tell you this, Kate, that drives the defense and the defensive coordinator nuts. They do everything right. They win, and yet still QB makes something out of nothing.
West right, 10.
3rd and just 2 to go.
Here we go, son. West right. Hey, 10. Right.
Now it's Fields. That throw's knocked away and incomplete. 4th down coming up.
That's just simply great positioning to swat the ball away. He stayed in a spot where he could disrupt the throw before the target and make a play on it.
Offense still staying out after the incompletion. They're going to try on 4th.
Here we go. You got a mini base. Line up. Hey, 10. No more. Right.
He'll throw it. Completed over the middle. And what a hit there. Ouch, she pays the price for moving the chains that time.
Oh, I love 4th downs. It just brings out the very best, and you get to see how you handle the most pressure, and it turns out they handled it pretty darn well, and now they'll keep pushing.
1st down throw for Fields. That's too far in front, and it's not going to be caught. Not on the same page with his tight end. And it sets up 2nd down.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. Offense up to the line fast. Fields now on 3rd. Throwing the out route complete. And he's going to be drugged down, looks like at that 37-yard line. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And it'll give the Jets a 1st down.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity, and man, did he make an impact play.
Here we go.
Fields out of the gun. An alert play defensively there. He got a hand on it to tip it away, and that makes it 2nd down.
Well, Kate, that wasn't a fast enough break for the interception, but it was good enough and a good enough break to break on the ball, get a finger on it, and force the incompletion.
Complete to Braylon Allen. And they can't bring him down until he gets into that red zone at the 19. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
All set up now for 1st and 10.
Here we go, son. Hey, Monday.
Working inside the red zone. Into the hands of Garrett Wilson. And they'll advance this down to the 5-yard line.
Up.
Offense in the hurry up here. This is Allen on the give. Crosses the goal line. Touchdown, New York. The Jets take the lead right away in half number 2. Braylon Allen, the touchdown. Zerline with the extra point. And the Jets take a 4-point lead. Zerline has it all teed up and ready to send it away. Kick taken in here at the 17. Some good work on that return. Brock gets this up to the 33. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
Yeah, here we go. Wait, take.
Quick touch pass to the receiver. Jukes out a one-stop. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They pick up 20 yards there. And it'll be 1st down, Dallas.
Yeah, here we go. Wait, take.
Putting a receiver in motion.
Wait, take.
1st down, here's Dak. Throw complete to Lamb. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on 1st down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
Yeah, here we go. Wait, take.
A give now from the gun. A flag's down as he stops. Looks like this one's on the offense. But, partner, they say there's holding on every play. You just got to look for it, right? That time, though, we did not have to look too hard. Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down.
Here we go. Wait, take.
Dak out of the pistol. That's knocked away by a defender. Incomplete. Could not beat the defender there. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long.
You know, it's tough to succeed at linebacker in most defenses if you can't hold your own in coverage. They rely on you to break up throws just like that and take some of the stress off the secondary.
Yeah, here we go. Wait,
No
take.
connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down.
Here we go. Going to 54. Why take.
Dak throwing again. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. 4th down coming up.
You need to buy your receivers enough time to get open along their route, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit them with the throw. When the line doesn't hold up, incompletions follow.
Punt team is on now, and they get this away. And he sets them back to begin this drive. That kick goes out, and I call it about the 12-yard line. They're out and set. 1st and 10.
Here we go.
On the handoff, Allen. Oh, he trucked that defender. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great blocking to spring them. Guys hitting blocks downfield, and a back who can show off his wheels.
And it took a couple of guys to hold him down there after a gain of just 1.
Okay, this is why you got to be careful to just run it always on 1st down. You got to break your tendencies. The casual fan, well, that casual fan knew what was coming, but more importantly, this defensive front did too.
That's incomplete for the moment. We do have a flag down, but it might not be good news for their offense. That's usually where we see holding calls. You got a major fistful of jersey on that play, and it's going to end up costing them. Offense to the line for 2nd down.
Here we go. We're good. Yeah.
Shotgun snap to Fields. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. And it brings up 3rd down. Out of the shotgun, Fields. Complete beyond the marker. So a timely moment for a big play, and they get the first on 3rd and 19.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your 3rd down.
From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10.
Here we go, son.
Up the middle, here goes Allen. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. Give him 24 on that play. And it's good enough for a New York 1st down.
Hey, here we go. Right.
Looking to throw, Fields. Pulled in by Allen on the sideline. And he's going to be marked down 5 yards short of that 1st.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a 1st down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
Here we go, son. Set.
Here's 2nd and 5. And he takes it in. Touchdown, New York! The Jets now lead by 10. Well, in a close game, they needed somebody to make that type of play. Now it pushes their lead to a couple of scores and makes a comeback that much more difficult.
You know, Kate, their offense did its part and padded the lead. Now it's up to this defense to make this 2-score lead hold up and carry it across the finish line.
That one right down the middle. And the Jets drive their lead to 11.
Greg Zuerlein to kick off for the Jets.
Zuerlein has it all teed up and ready to send it away. Kickoff taken at the 13. Tackle made as the return gets it out to the 32. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
Yeah, here we go. I take.
Working out of the gun, it's Prescott. Ferguson's got it, complete. And he flips the field for them before being taken down. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. 1st and 10, Prescott. And in for the Dallas touchdown. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now up to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
So a big play for the Cowboys here as they line up for 2.
Will line up for the 2-point conversion.
Trying for it on the ground. And he's into the end zone, so the 2-point try pays off. They cut the deficit to just a field goal here in the 4th. Ball is set up, and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. Return coming from the 6. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Allen trying this straight ahead. And they bring him down, but there's a flag on the field. So now, partner, got to reevaluate what to do on this next snap because the holding call pushes him back quite a ways.
Here we go, son.
They'll run now with Allen. And he's only able to power this forward for about 3 yards. Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. Fields to throw it. Catch made over the middle. And And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31.
Okay, one thing I learned from the late, great Mike Leach is, yeah, the system was called air raid, but it wasn't just attacking downfield. His philosophy, and it played out right there, is you have to attack every inch of the field, both vertically and horizontally, without routes or in routes just like that.
It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got first down.
Here we go. Go. Get out.
Back to throw. Here's Fields. He just got rid of it, Brock, but he was still in that tackle box. This is going to draw the flag. No one in the area. He was still in the pocket. Seems like a pretty cut and dry intentional grounding to me.
Seems like you want to be an official someday, Kate.
Maybe.
Yeah, because you nailed that one.
Catch is made down the right sideline. It's a gain of 27 yards to move the chains.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on second down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about third down at all.
Here we go.
On the carry, it's Allen. In the middle holds. They don't get anything on the run. Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10.
Don't jump, ready?
Fields throwing here. And this one too far in front of him. It's incomplete.
Hey, Kate, I know it's unrealistic to expect a 100% completion rate from anywhere on the field. But in this close, you really shouldn't be missing too many throws. Those need to be borderline automatic.
Here we go. Good.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here.
Right.
Looking to throw. And he's taken down at the 30. They get an even 10 on that play. And it'll give the Jets a first down.
Here we go.
We've reached the 2-minute warning from Dallas. Jets holding on to a field goal lead. First and 10 now from the 30.
Here we go, son.
Running is Allen. And he's going to be stopped at the 17-yard line. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
It was University of Wisconsin, Kate, the first time I heard this term, slow to explode through. And think how good that Badgers run game has been at the college level. Well, they made runs like that look easy. Slow to explode through.
To the line we go. They're set, first and 10.
Here we go. Sit high.
Short side option here. He's running left. And he doesn't slide down, and he pays for it. A big shot sends him to the ground. Timeout taken by the defense. They're second. And they'll have just one left to burn now. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9.
Here we go, son.
Oh, look at this. He's setting up to throw. Forced out to his right. He goes back to him yet again. Complete.
Sure showed off some mobility on that play. Got outside the pocket and easily found an open man.
Let's see what they draw up on this 3rd and 7.
Here we go.
Back to throw it. Brushes him off with ease. They can't stop him. And that's a New York touchdown. So that should be the one that does it, Brock. A big one late that puts them up here 2 scores.
What a complete performance overall. The clock where it is and where it stands right now, Kate, that should be the capper. And that is so satisfying as an offense to go up 2 scores.
That one splits the uprights. And the Jets make it a 10-point ball game. Zerline has it all teed up and ready to send it away. Short kick gathered in at the 15. And it's a nice return here. They'll tackle him shy of the 35. Here's 1st and 10 from the 34.
Yeah! Here we 26.
From the gun is Prescott. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
Couldn't connect on 1st. It's 2nd down.
Here we go, 46, 46. 26.
Throwing again is Dak. Hits his running back. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down. Cowboys have to get moving here. Clock's still running. And a man is there to knock that away. Great defensive effort to reject that one. So it'll be 2nd down.
That's a nice job there by the linebacker. He kind of looks like a cornerback on that, doesn't he? Perhaps those cover guys are going to have a little fun with him in practice this week because he looked like a DB right there, swatting the incompletion.
Yeah!
Off the play fake, it's Prescott. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete. So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down.
47. Yeah! Here we 26.
Now to throw. And that one hits the deck. No fear from them trying to go deep on 3rd down. You love that. Don't love the fact they couldn't connect. 4th down coming up.
That's somebody they're going to look for if he has any space deep. That space, though, Kate, just disappeared between when he let that pass go and when he actually made it down the field.
He's on the move. And he's going to be brought down after reaching the 43. So the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense. Nice field position for the Jets as they come up 1st and 10.
Here we go, son.
Wow, they're going to pass it here. That one doesn't find its man, incomplete.
You hear defensive coaches on every practice field we're on preach not giving up the big play, especially at the NFL level. They'll need to stay vigilant because they're definitely going to use that receiver to take the lid off this defense again.
And they'll bring him down after a pretty short gain. The defense takes its 3rd and final timeout. Drive in dire straits. It's 3rd and 9.
Here we go, son. Go.
It's Allen again. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Just 1 yard on the run. That's going to bring up 4th and 8. Here comes the punting unit for the Jets. And this is the first time he's been called on today. So it's a road win for the Jets. And just a week after being soundly defeated, they're back out there playing a much better brand of football. Short memories prevail, Brock, as they move past that loss and get back to some winning football. So for Brock Huard, our incredible crew, everybody here at EA Sports, I'm Kate Scott signing off. We'll see you next time. It's a well-earned win for the Jets as we say so long from Dallas.
Sometimes you gotta lose yourself to find yourself again. Welcome back, Marlena.
One for the money and one for the homies. I move with respect, I don't need nothing on me. The Father may wait for me, feel just like Bronny. I got my little belly, my blessings, they on me. They rain, and you see how I'm coming. Come on. It sound like we drumming. I reach on my goals like my nephew be dumping. Back on the rim, riding on rim. Came in all black to that, I came back to back to my to that ripping no Cadillac. Feel like a Cadillac, nothing but class. It's never been average, never been on. Average on me, I'm tougher than homie Javante. The fight is my mantra. I want it, I will. Get you a wheel, they carry it. We fighting a little, my is all. I'm back in my bag. I'm back in my bag. I'm done. I'm back in my bag. I'm back in my bag. I'm done. Back in my duffel, don't fear no opponent. You know I'm gon' hustle like rubber band on it. Counting my blessings, I'm laughing like Jonah. You don't wish me well, I guess you don't know me. Got all these like Malcolm and Sadie. That's word to my mama, tatted on my body. My left arm, they ain't left arm, they still doing harm. Bodies on bodies. Cried over Malcolm, I cried over Dolphin. I'm crying for Nipsey, been feeling like Lauren. Carried the cross, got the sun in my eyes. Room for this, I ain't meant to be no bride. I'm married, but I know you still feel obliged. Bounce on these, I learned from tonight. Back in my bag, and as big as a duffel with blessings on blessings. I came through this struggle, I'm back.
I'm back in my bag. I'm back in my bag on God. I'm back in my bag. I'm back in my bag.
I came through the rain and I came through the thunder. I pushed through the pain. I'm laughing at summer. My head was way hotter. I feel like a cider. Escape with my truth. I came back like Nirvana. Throat is all rocky. It's nothing I real. Go back to back, baby. Can't no one here see us. Stomach it all tied. Look like a Leah. Went back and forth and back just like a cornerback. Yeah, yeah. You got veins. I respect whole veins. Tell them get low, man. Just flying high. I gave them low, man. Two for the color the whip. Culinary on my wrist. Cooking you. I ain't forgot what you did. State of it all eventually falls. Frequency. This is the ship. I'm home.
I'm back in my bag. I'm back in my bag on